great tournament so far for Dewi Weber as well as Haley Moore joining us here at the podium. We'll get started with some opening statements from each of the student athletes, and then we'll take questions from the media. Dewi, we'll go with you first. Talk a little bit about the 4 days here in Eugene and what it took to get an 8 under 280 outstanding tournament for you.
It's been a great experience. These 4 days have been so much fun. The course was great, great conditions. The greens were amazingly fast yet fair, so that was awesome to play on. And I think I can be happy with the score I made. My -6 was my highlight of the week, obviously. Yeah, and I'm pretty happy with what I did this week.
And Haley, the same question to you. Talk a little about your 4 days here. Obviously, being a freshman and just the kind of experience you've had.
This experience was probably one of the best I've had throughout my whole freshman year here. Just playing this awesome course. It was fitting my game well with fast greens, really good conditions of the course, and I was playing pretty fair out there, and I was pretty happy with all my rounds. I stayed pretty consistent, and this will be an experience that I will never forget.
And Haley, I'll come back to you. Talk a little bit about the course. What were some of the biggest challenges for you?
Some of the challenges would be on some holes, like placing the ball. There'd be crucial places where if there was like a hill on a green, you need to make sure you get over it, like on the par 3s or like false fronts. And if you don't get it up, you could roll down like into a water.
And Dewi, Dewi, when you look at, obviously you're a freshman as well, your experience here to be able to have the score you did here over the last 4 days, talk a little bit about that as well.
I think what made me do well this week was definitely putting in my approaches. As Haley was saying, you have to be very precise with your approaches. You have to be in the right spot on the green. And I did that well throughout the week, and I was able to make the putts that I had to make, like the birdie chances I created for myself. I made those putts, and that's how I got to this point.
And let me follow up with the question as well. Learning experience that you had here, obviously what will you look to build upon from this experience, but also try to get back here next year?
I guess the mindset I had going into all of these rounds was shoot -3 or lower. I tried to create as many birdie chances as I possibly could. I was actually like chasing the birdies, and par wasn't good enough for me. And I guess that mindset worked for me. It gave me that little extra edge to be more focused on some of the shots where on this course you have to be more focused. So I guess taking that experience with me in my upcoming tournaments.
And Haley, as you looked at your score, did you have a goal coming in over the 4 days of the score you needed to get to be in contention?
I knew that through the practice round, I knew that there are a lot of holes here where you can score, and that there's holes where you just need to just get out there with par. I wasn't thinking that going this low would be good, but like the first day when I shot a 68, that kind of got me going through the next couple days, so that was good.
Any questions from audience members?
Dewi, how does a performance like this springboard you to your sophomore season at Miami?
I guess I try to take the experience of just having that mindset is the most important thing I've learned all week. Try to chase that birdie, don't be satisfied with a par, but obviously, as you were saying, there are some holes here where you can be satisfied with a par, where you just like have to play smart, and if you make par, you can actually get in front of the rest of the field. So I guess play smart and try to chase those birdies is something I will definitely take with me to my sophomore season at Miami.
Another question.
Having your teammates alongside of you out on the course and not having them with you on the course, but as spectators, how was that different?
It's obviously very different. I'm used to like waving or asking how they're doing, maybe to get a little bit of tension out of me and like focusing on someone else. I couldn't do that today, but they were there for me for the full 18 holes. They were supporting and like yelling and that kind of stuff, which was fun. So it was different, but for me it was fun. I know they rather want to be out there today as well, but they were awesome in supporting me, and I loved every second of it.
One more question for Haley. Take us down the stretch. Obviously, as a team, y'all are trying to stay to where you can make the final 8. Take us through your mindset as you came down the last few holes and what you're trying to get accomplished.
I knew that I didn't really know like where we were, but I had a good score going. I'm like just trying to keep making pars because everything was going to count coming down the stretch. Like we knew that leaderboard was going to be tight, so we're like we just can't make mistakes. Or if we do, just don't let it bother us. We just try to make up for it. I was a little after like the bogey, I kind of just like regrouped and made a good par save on 6, and then 7 just got a little unlucky, and then 8 almost holding out for eagle. That just gave me my confidence back, and then hole 9 just almost chipping it in for a birdie to tie was almost, but I'm pretty happy. Like I know like my team was there for me, and
Congratulations to both of you.
Thank you.
Outstanding. Thank you so much.
thank you.